that run on though. How y'all doing today? You know, it's a good day. And you already know what month it is. It's June. It is June. It's June. Um June is a good day to get active. Well, that's every month, but since we're in June right now, June is a good day to get active, to get moving, to get working. And that reminds me. And that's why I have this shirt on today. I'm getting ready to go to the gym in a second. So as I'm doing this video is probably going to be up either while I'm working out or a little bit after. So, I thought I would just make this video right here. I do it now rather than, later. As I'm doing it, it's probably, what is it, like 3:30. So, I like to go to the gym at a certain time. I don't know if I'm so much a morning person. Going to the gym. I usually like to go later on. But the problem with going later on at certain times is it gets really, really busy. I like to go somewhere between 1 and 4 o'clock, so that I don't catch the brunt of the busyness of the gym. But it's probably gonna be busy by the time I'm over there. So, you know, that's what we do. We do it every day. We do this every day. Well, not every day, but 3-4 times a week. Whatever days I'm not necessarily working. But I do like to give myself time to recover. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where you kind of gotta be careful how you do it. And that's really, it's all about the consistency. And that reminds me of the quote. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. But so is hard work and dedication. That's one. And then another quote related to that is, you can't go on the days that you feel like going. You can't just go on the days you feel like going. You have to go on days where you just don't feel like it. You just don't feel right that day. Like your energy is just off. You don't want to. But you know you have to. You know you should go. Those are the days that you gotta go the most. I mean, it's easy to go on days that you don't want to go. But to go when you're not feeling right and go anyways and put your best effort forward, put the best effort you can put, even on the days that you don't want to, it kind of pushes out that energy. It pushes out a certain energy in you, and it makes you like, you may not feel it then, but once you finish, you feel so accomplished, you feel so good, and you're ready for the next day. You are ready to go again tomorrow. So about a year and a half ago, around this time and just before, I just came back from school, and I don't know, my energy was off when I came back. I want to lie and say that it didn't have anything to do with it partially, but it partially did. It partially did. And when I came back, I was just like, my energy, I was depressed, I was low, I just wasn't feeling right. I wasn't feeling right. And then I tried to solve the problem. I went to the clinic to see if there was something wrong with my thyroid. that I had a thyroid problem. Because I had that as a child. As a baby, I had thyroid problems, you know. And I was trying to see if my thyroid was out of balance again. I was trying to see if there was something wrong with me, because just I just wasn't feeling right. And there was nothing wrong with me. And I found out that I was healthy. I was well, not the most perfect bill of health, but I was healthy. There was nothing wrong with me, not physically. I guess it was more just me. And then because I'd been in the gym at school. I was going to the gym every day at school, as many days as I could go. The gym was closed on the weekends, so I just played basketball, ran on the track, did that. That got me out of a tough space. So I did that. Um, I went bowling every week or every Monday. Went bowling. Um, Let me see. I hung out with my friends sometimes. I did like a daily thing, kind of like what I'm doing now. I did like a daily thing. I gave myself something to do daily. I gave myself like the videos I was making at that time. It was to help me get through that tough time. And I'm sure in those videos I said it also. I wasn't like I was honest about that. And I basically I just did this thing, and then I was on this app that where essentially I would read 10 to 15 minutes of a book a day to help me to like keep me focused. And the progress, the daily progress that I made, it actually made me feel better. It actually made me feel better, like I was accomplishing something. I was building something. I was building something. And I was staying consistent with it. I was staying consistent. I was doing it every day. I was doing it every day. And then after, because it had like 28 days of challenges. So I would take 4 weeks of the challenge. And then if the month had 30 days, the next 2 days, because I made videos also, so I was just doing the videos basically. I was just doing the videos at that point, and then I started back over at the start of the next month. I was doing that and just kept it consistent, and it actually helped me get through the tough time. So hanging out with friends, going bowling every week. Um, I was doing like BetterHelp. Each week I would have like a an appointment, and I would take care of the appointment. And I wish I could say that helped more, but it didn't help as much as I thought it would. But it actually got me through each week. And the biggest thing that helped the most, well, there's two big things. Going to the gym, it helped a lot because I was doing it 5 times a week for 2 months. So from October till the end of November, I was in the gym every week. And then just like at school, Saturdays and Sundays, I would either go to the park or I would just, recover, just chill out that day. And if I missed a day, then I felt like I just didn't accomplish anything and my energy was low again. So I did that, and then I was like, let me get to the next week, pretty much. And it helped. And I just stayed consistent with it. I just kept on going. And then I started getting back to work. I got the job just before Thanksgiving. And it was like those long hours. And then once I had time off, it actually made me appreciate my time off. It made me appreciate my time off. And then I got better again. I almost forgot. One more thing that I did was I went skydiving just before Thanksgiving that year. So I had a whole lot of things that helped me get through that time. And I stayed consistent with all of them. I stayed consistent with every one of them. Because if I missed a step or if I missed something, then I went back into that space. I went back into the space I was fighting so hard to get out of. Missed one day and I was back in that space. It was a problem for me. Like if I missed one gym day, and the thing is, I missed one gym day because of a school assignment that I had to do. It was like um a project. I had to make an essay, and I was like, I don't think I have time to go today because it was getting really late, and I was trying to avoid going like extra late. Because usually I would walk there and walk back home. So I was trying to avoid walking extra late. And it was getting really late. So I said, let me just go on Monday. Let me go back on Monday. And, you know, it actually helped me get through. I think once I stayed consistent every day, I thought about that next progress, the next progress, the next progress. And day by day, it actually got me out of that space. So there was a lot of factors that got into it. So it's not even the consistency of what I was doing. It's the consistency of keeping on doing things to keep me motivated, to keep me distracted, to discipline myself, to get myself to get myself out of a space that I just felt like at a time I felt like I could never get out of. It was just a never-ending cycle. So I wasn't finding joy in the fun things that I used to do. I wasn't eating, and then it didn't feel right to me. Not even watching the Lakers play was helping me at that time. In the beginning, it wasn't. And I basically found a way, because all of that helped, but when I started working and I was like, I don't really want to be here for hours and hours. But at a certain point, once I had some time off, I started to enjoy that time off. And I looked at every day. I enjoyed every day. Every day that I had off. So it got me out of that space. I finally got out of that space from that. And now I started to feel like the same thing that got me out was putting me back in. Because I've been there too long. So, next month, I'm not going to be working there. After next month, I'm not going to be, mid next month, I'm not going to be working there. I'm going to, do things to enjoy my summer. I'm going to have a good time. But I feel like partially I got off topic. The main point of this was to say the consistency got me out of the space that I fought so hard, that I was in so tight. Consistency, hard work, dedication, it got me out. It got me out. And I was happy once I was out. It felt so good. And I don't know. I do my best not to get back in that space. Sometimes it happens though. I guess that's just human nature. It's human nature. When you're doing things that you should be doing and you're working hard at what you do and you're staying consistent, you keep on going. Alright, so I'm about to head to the gym. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to have another one of these up. Um, I'm gonna keep this going. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. I promise you. Every day you're gonna see one of these. And this is the consistency that is key. You just gotta keep going. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what's going on. And not even just doing the same thing, and building on it, finding different things. Finding different things, not just one thing, because one thing, it may work for a little bit, then after a while that starts to die down. You know, just knowing if something isn't working, being able to find something else that you will help. You know what I'm saying? If you're not getting too much out of what you're doing, find something else and build consistency off of that. You know, I learned that our brains are wired to protect us, to get us back feeling comfortable. And if we're not feeling comfortable, then our brain plays tricks on us and makes us go crazy. It makes us over obsess. It makes us feel like we're losing control. It makes us depressed. It makes us go like this because it's trying to protect you. And you got to train your brain to accept the uncomfortability, to accept the pain, to accept the lows. That's a hard thing to do, though. But, that's just how it goes. So, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. This video went on a little bit too long. I was trying to cut it to like 10, but I really had to say this. So, alright, peace.